have honor, soldiers have bravery, and poets have heart. But all I have is
leave them all behind. I'm about to take over. To take over.
Who? You been where? Where who? For real? Oh really? That's how you feel?
I'm high, I'm from outer space. I got Milky Way for blood, evolution in my veins. I'm gone, I've been far away. I'm illuminated now, making moves, start a waves. I've been dreaming about flying for a long time. I had a vision from the breeze, they wanna co-sign. Yeah, artificially intelligent AI. I'm your future, past and present, I'm a fine line. Yeah, I'm a missing link of this illusion. I am not really here, I'm an intrusion. I don't swim or sink, I just float. I don't need gravity, I just need growth. When I move, it's in a quick rumble. I will never ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls, let Jericho crumble.
This is the time of the great cleansing, the purification, the great purge, the time of consciousness dissolving into chaos, then emerging into clarity and peace. The cycle of being separate is closing. We stand at the threshold of a new dawning. Something deep within life is changing. An era is ending. And at the very core of creation, something new is being born. It will be both personal and collective, an echo. The great cycle of separation is at an end. A new man will be born, one capable of moving between worlds and through dimensions. A man who seeks truth, and when he finds it, he is capable of comprehending the vastness what he gazes upon. A new man will be born, a man emerging into one light, one experience for all fractal expressions of consciousness, one witness of all the momentous and the mundane. No longer I or me, now we are one. Now we are one. For all. For all. For all. Now we are one. For all. For all. Well, it begins with a traveler. See, he's walking the road from Jerusalem to Jericho. And while he is on his way, he is set upon by men with ill intent. They beat him and strip him of all his clothes, rob him of all his belongings, and leave him bleeding and dying in the dirt. A holy man and a Levite both happen upon him. They cross the road and continue on their way. Then, after a time, a man from Samaria, a good man, saw this traveler suffering, knelt beside him, cleaned his wounds, and carried him to the nearest inn, so he would take care of the traveler until he was ready to continue his journey. There was a time that this one thought that he may be someone like the Good Samaritan. But a man's true nature is often hidden from himself until he is met with a choice. One was met with one such choice. We found that we were not the Samaritan. We were not the priest. We were not the Levite. We were the ill intent set upon the traveler while he was on a road that he should never have been on. You see, seeker, you look for truth, And you have found it. Look upon the truth. The truth of your despair. God, you say, this is a dream.
No. No. Darkwater.
It's you. I've known about you all along.
It's only a dream. Now, focus. Wait. You're floating again. Weightless. A cipher. Relax.
I can't let a power greater than mine exist.
Now, focus.
Goodbye.
Wait.
Enough is
You're
enough.
floating again. Weightless.
Now you'll see what happens to those I hate.
Forget it. Abandon that memory. It's unproductive. Discard that illusion. Forget it. Come now, Alice. It's only a dream.
Look at you! You're all gone as
Forget it. Abandon that memory. It's unproductive. It's only a dream.
Archimedes' constant. So much hidden within the ratio
of a circle's circumference and its diameter.
an infinite non-repeating decimal. In this string of digits is the name of every person you will ever love, the date, time, and manner of your death, and all the momentous
And mundane.
that has ever existed,
Will ever exist.
could ever exist. The DNA of every being in the universe, hidden within the infinite,
The irrational.
the constant. Now, before we begin the story, I gotta tell you a little story. Now imagine, if you could, a densely grown forest, endless in every direction. In the middle was a field, It was no Eden, but to the people that called it home, it was just as divine. Among these people was a man, his name forgotten to time. Still, this man had every reason to stay. His mind would wander away. One night, sleepless as he was, he saw something very, very strange. Shadow manifested out of nowhere, and as he moved closer, every instinct was screaming at him, telling him, "Don't go." But to find the unfindable, to know the unknown. For one moment, he looked back at his reasons to stay as they slept. As she slept. And with a deep breath, he would step forward, accepting that his heart would be left behind him.
There's a glitch in the system. If you blink when he did his thing, then you missed him. Rebel King, a handful of rigs, you can kiss them. R.I.P. W succeed if you diss him. There's a glitch in the system. Microchip tricks make flips of the friction. 37 minutes it can crash in the instant. You won't make a dent, so you won't make a difference. Pray change gon' come. Of course I bear arms, I'm the new Shogun. Crack a nigga head like it was a cold one. Leave the screen pitch black like the sky with no sun. Fuck paying dues, now I think I'm owed some. And fuck a percentage, man, now I need the whole sum. Always keep a bitch that be down the whole sum. Got me grabbing on her ass like mommy, let me hold some. Dancing with the devil, well it can be so fun. Hitting every rhythm, then leave your toes numb. Xbox spot, only G's, no. Digging through the treasure, got me with these gold thumbs. I'm a beast, I'm a god, I'm a god. You was riding waves, I was slipping like a ride. You was looking for me, then I bumped up and behind you.
Taped patient interview. The date is July 4th, 2023. Subject, John Doe. Approximately 6 months ago, the patient was admitted to this facility after being found disheveled and confused. Patient seemed to be in the thralls of a paranoid delusion, constantly repeating a set of numbers, 148, 841. Ramblings about dimensions and a threat from something called dark water. These delusions, among other examples, display a wide spectrum of psychological and behavioral disorders. For a long time, the patient seemed swallowed by the severity of his condition. However, I'm pleased to report a positive turnaround for the subject. Over the last few weeks, the patient has been attending group meetings, socializing, even allowing the possibility that his delusions and paranoia may be separated from reality. In fact, I'm pleased to hear that as of today, the patient has chosen a name by which he'd like to be addressed. Though he still finds it difficult to recall his past, this leaves me very optimistic. Choosing a name shows a want as well as a willingness to be a part of reality, rather than standing apart. Should the patient continue on this path, away from these storm clouds, accepting normality and its limitations, I believe one day we can place him back in...
Sorry, doctor, but you have a patient waiting to see you.
Oh, of course, please let him in. Good morning, Archimedes. How are you? I hope you weren't waiting long.
Nah, not at all.
Have a seat there if you wouldn't mind.
Right here?
Yes, that should be good.
Right.
I'll just get this camera ready, and we'll get started. So, Archimedes, to your best recollection, is this the first time you've been on camera?
Yeah, first time.
Are you feeling okay? You're not camera shy, are you?
Don't know what that is, Doc.
I have to say I'm very impressed with your progress lately.
Thank you.
How are the nightmares? I'm told you're still screaming at night.
They come and go.
Tell me about them.
It starts with the sound of a heavy rain. We see a window, and then we hear them.
What do you hear?
The whispers.
happens after that?
Dark water.
So, is it my turn? Are you fixing to introduce me? Myself then? It's bullshit. Really? I'll do it. But you're better than this man. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man cliche ass bullshit. Boys and girls, I think Archie's got some stuff to work out. So why don't we give him a minute and I'll tell y'all a little bit about myself. My name, well, there's the one my mama gave me. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's a good name. But when I'm in my rig, rolling down the old highway there, my handle over to CB is Big Diesel. And for now, that's the only name you need to know. My life is pretty straightforward. If I ain't on the road, I ain't awake, or at least I shouldn't be. But sleep isn't always easy, especially lately. I couldn't explain exactly why to you if you asked, but I just feel this feeling, something deep down in my bones. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. Maybe it's neither. Hell, maybe it's indigestion. Probably shouldn't have trusted them tuna subs at the last rest stop. All I know for sure is my gut's checking in. It's saying be ready. And whether it's a warning, a calling, or a gnarly case of shouldn't have ate that, best believe I'm gonna listen.
Listen closely to the words of this song. I'm betting a lot of people never had the place they belong. Give them a platform for doing something evil.
How you doing, ma'am? I was told to come up here if I needed a signature. Would you mind?
Of course, hun. It's a little late for a delivery, isn't it?
Last one, actually. Just a couple pallets of water. Thank you much. And now remind me to get back to the loading dock. It's the blue elevator down to the 3rd floor, then the green elevator to the ground floor.
Oh, honey. Honestly, I'm not sure. I think it's the blue elevator, then the red elevator. I think.
I'm sure I'll figure it out. Have a good night.
10, 9, 8, 7, Paris ready to the finish line. Ready to the fucking grip with the ready little
I knew it. I knew that bitch didn't know what she was talking about. Now, where is that green elevator at?
Despite our progress lately, it seems that these nightmares of this dark water, is that right, are getting more vivid. A little concerning to be sure, but I have full confidence that these will pass in time, Archimedes.
Dog, this one was thinking, this one's friends, if we had any, might call us Archie, for short, maybe.
Oh?
Yeah, and, well, you're this one's only friend, so...
Well, I'm honored, truly. And yes, I promise, my friend, these nightmares will pass. Archie.
Yours thinks so? Really, Doc?
Yes, as you become more social and keep participating in groups, I believe they will fade. For a long time you were isolating, you were detached, and effectively you were driving yourself, well, mad. See the problem there? A person who thinks all the time has nothing else to think about except thoughts. This specifically is going to be one of your most difficult obstacles to overcome, Archie.
Wait, so thinking is bad?
Now, I'm not telling you that thinking itself is bad. Like with most things in life, it's best done in moderation. And when it's being done, it's with purpose.
Purpose?
Purpose, Archie. Anything that we do in life should be done with a purpose. If not, well, then it's just nonsense, isn't it? The endeavor itself is nonsense, and so can only lead to more nonsense as its outcome. And when all is said and done, the whole of your time spent was meaningless. This is especially true for thought. Thought without purpose, it leads to pointless chatter in the skull, a nattering of endless mental clutter that goes on and on, so then just as you believe it to be over, it begins anew. On and on, again and again, until eventually the only thing left in your mind, warped ideas, distorted self-reflections, paranoid assessments of others, and irrational fears of all things unknown. In short, Archie, you lose all touch with reality, and again, drive yourself mad.
Well, Doc, if we didn't know any better, it sounds like you're telling this one the answer is to be out of our mind. Maybe it's a good thing to be a madman.
Yes, well, a madman you may very well be, Archie, but also a good one. One who deserves some peace of mind. Alright, how are we on Taif? Time flies, doesn't it? Well, that's enough for today, my friend. Just do me one favor, Archie.
What's that, Doc?
Keep trying. Purpose, Archie. Anything that we do in life should be done with a purpose. Should be done with a purpose.
There's 3 different shades of green. Why are there 3 shades of fucking green? Son of a bitch.
This one will explain as best as this one can. At least this one will try. It's not something you can find in a book. You can't find it on a map. This one's seeker crossed oceans of time to find it. The self that was known and all of its probabilities, infinite in their numbers, were sacrificed to see. No, to be seen. To be recognized by truth as truth. And so it was. Gazing upon infinity, this one came to be. No longer I or me. Now we are one. This one. For all.
Purpose, Archie. Anything that we do in life should be done with a purpose.
The Madman. The most dangerous journey is the one that leads you deep into the human heart. The only way to recover it is to make a voyage to the ends of the earth. Now, meet the Madman.